save yourself.
Why be anybody but yourself? You got one life, why would you waste it? It take patience to be great, then expectations to keep you waiting. Elevation is what you chasing. Stop chasing, you will see.
Did you get it? How's life treating you, bro?
Man, life treating me pretty good, man, right now, man. I can't complain, man. Life has really been a nutshell right now, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you can complain.
I could complain, but that'll put me in the wrong state of mind if I keep complaining about something that I could change, you know what I mean?
So that kind of falls into that 48 laws of power that you were telling me about earlier.
Yeah, the 48 laws of power. You know what? The 48 laws of power could be a bad thing and a good thing. If you use it to hurt somebody, to get over on somebody, or for greed, of course that's a bad thing. But if you use it to enlighten others and yourself and discover other...
So what was from the 48 laws of power, what was your biggest takeaway from it?
My biggest takeaway from the 48 laws of power?
You're talking to me with the camera. Yeah, you're talking to me, bro. Just ignore that motherfucker.
Oh, hold on. What do you mean?
The 48 laws of power.
The 48 laws of power.
Yeah. What was your biggest takeaway, or the biggest? Because I'm assuming it's 48 different laws, right? Like the law of attraction.
It's 48 different stories of each law. It's 48 different. They'll tell you a law and tell you who in the world, made that law, right? Made it possible to be a law, right? Each one of them. You know what I'm saying? They have the jealousy, bosses, leadership, royalty, everything that you could think of is in 48 laws of power. It's only 48 ways that you can connive, scheme, and manipulate in a good way, in a bad way, right? So it's only 48 ways to do that. The biggest thing I took from it is nothing meets the eye. Whatever, seeing is not believing, right? Seeing is not believing. That one thing changed my whole perspective. Just knowing that seeing, because I was always...
So what is the answer then? If seeing is not believing, what is... It's just knowing?
Knowing.
Like just a knowing?
Knowing is all about knowing. Awareness is what you should believe. Your awareness. Because if you don't, you ain't aware of something, ain't no need for you to worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But awareness is what matters. You know what I'm saying? What you're aware of. That's what you should focus on. That's what you should believe in. All that. You feel me?
One of the biggest takeaways for me is the power of thought. You know what I mean? Like how thoughts.
The power of thought.
The power of thought, right?
Yeah.
And like how it kind of falls into like the law of attraction, and you notice that negative shit always happens to negative people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, dude, it will just be a series of unfortunate events, right?
Yeah.
They are literally allowing that into their life. Be like, oh my God, man, how am I gonna, I can't do this, and I don't have the money for that, and I don't. It's like,
they actually pulling it to them.
You're thinking about it.
Yeah,
wrong,
they're pulling
right?
it to them. Yeah.
I mean, and it becomes like this death spiral.
Yeah.
And then people are depressed their whole lives because they're,
they can't figure out the whys.
Right.
Why is my life? Why is my life so bad? And I do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you identify.
And the part that blows my mind is that we literally have a better chance at winning the fucking lottery than we do even existing and being alive in the first place.
Yep.
Like, it is a miracle that we're even here.
Yep, exactly. He got that guitar, boy. You see that guitar?
Yeah.
He got that.
He walked by earlier,
He's
too.
a bad motherfucker right there, boy.
He walked by.
Nah, he holding that guitar, hey. But yes, law of attraction, but that also can play into the other laws too, like law of polarity, the law of assumption, the law. If all the laws go together, that's another thing. I don't even know why they got different names, but all the laws coexist with each other. In order for it to be perfect, or not perfect per se, but in order for it to like work like magic, because that's what it's supposed to be, magic. Everything in your life is supposed to work in a magical way, right? That you can perceive. But the only way to work in like that, like it's supposed to, is if you are doing every last one of them. You applying every last one of them.
Well, you're never gonna.
Yeah, you can.
It's very difficult to apply every.
It's
last
like
one
the
of them,
10 Commandments. when you
you're
look
saying
at
the same time, all at once.
when you look at the 10 Commandments, one thing will allow you to do every last one of them 10 Commandments. This is crazy because in our reality and where we come from, it's impossible to do one thing for 10 things. But one thing will allow you to do all 10 of those 10 Commandments. Do you know what that one thing is?
What?
Loving yourself. Easy. Because we project what we are. We project the external. It comes from the internal. So if you love yourself, all you pushing out is love. All you projecting is love. Therefore, you will automatically not do.
And if you see how beautiful you are, you're going to handle these obstacles with a positive perspective on things. You know what I mean? And optimistic.
Yeah.
You know, like, oh man, someone ran a red light and hit me. That's all right, dude. Figure it out. You know what I mean? Just
or you can not try to trick yourself into believing that somebody hitting you is all right. And perspective. Look at choose the perspective and the meaning for them hitting you. It's a reason why they hit you. It could have been to throw you on your path. You could have been on the wrong track. You could have. It's a lot of different ways to look at that. So you don't never mind it. This is why the universe. That's why people turn their back on the universe and go to certain tools or whatever. Is because something didn't work like it said it would, when really it was you that didn't perceive it right. You feel me? You chose a meaning for something that happened.
But I'm saying you're going to handle those obstacles much better and much differently when you have an optimistic or a positive mindset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you have a different perspective, but you don't want to lie to yourself or the universe.
That's fair.
If something happens bad, that you perceive as bad, allow it to be bad and find out why that happened. You feel me? So it won't happen again in that way or that manner. Or you won't, if something bad happens to you and you think it's bad and you feel in your head, oh, this is bad, you're gonna react like that. You feel me? But if you say, hold on, you take a breath, a breather, and see, you can see that might have prevented you from crashing out, doing something that you really don't prefer, or anything else. You know what I'm saying? That could be thought of. You feel me? But it doesn't necessarily, whatever you think or meaning that you put to something is what you're going to get from that situation, is what I'm trying to say. So that doesn't mean if you're loving yourself wholeheartedly, loving everybody else, following the 10 Commandments, that doesn't mean that rain is not going to come on your plans. It doesn't mean that a tornado is not going to take that house out of you.
That's the test of it too, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you're in pursuit of something and you have a vision that's bigger than the normal person per se. Those obstacles are going to come and they're going to test you, and they're going to test you with everything you've got. I mean, whether you are, and that's kind of one thing that I've learned too. Just having the dream. It's never about the destination, but it's about the energy at which I attack life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like when the music is going, dude, we're putting out music, dude, we're like making progress. Whatever life throws at me, I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, hey, ain't nothing but a thing. We're gonna get through it.
Realize you have no other choice but to figure it out.
Right.
Having expectations, controlling and comparing on those situations will have you over here, over there.
Oh yeah, dude.
Over here, you know what I'm saying? Peace or destruction.
Comparison is the biggest thief of joy.
Yes.
Dude, man. I've caught myself doing it many times where I'm like, I'll listen to like an artist or something, and be like, I'll never sound that good.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit'll fucking throw you to spiral real quick, dude.
You hinder comparing expectations, comparing and control hinders each person. Yep. It's not 100%. The outside that's doing 100%. It. It's you doing it. You give yourself a goal,
and it will stop you from stepping foot on that path that you should have stepped foot on.
Yes.
To maybe who's to say it won't sound like that one day.
Yeah.
Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Failure
means you tried.
Yep. Which is
without trying.
Which is more than most people can say.
A lot of people, but without trying, you're gonna fall on deaf ears. You're never gonna take your path. You're not gonna move forward without trying. Having a failure of fear hinders a lot of us.
In the words of Les Brown, he's one of my favorite motivational speakers. He says, if you're gonna fall, you better fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. So back to his question, what do I take from the 48 laws of power? Is seeing is not believing. You see what I'm saying? Because I know I've been tricked plenty of times. I'm pretty sure everybody in the world has been tricked one way or another. But how you see things, like if I'm a Virgo, so 9 times out of 10, you know, I gotta see it to believe it. You know what I'm saying? Doubting Thomas in the Bible, I got to see it for me to believe it, and that was me basically tricking myself.
You know
what I mean?
Speaking of the Bible,
Yeah.
did you know according to the Bible it was the man's job to make the coffee?
To make coffee?
Yeah, there's an entire book dedicated to it.
I didn't know that.
It's called Hebrews.
I must not. I'm finna say I was not well versed on that. You hear me? You got me on that one. That would have been the first one. You got me on that one. I did not know coffee was in the Bible like that. You hear me? But either way, oh yeah. Since we're talking about the Bible,
Here we go.
the tools that we use is what hinders us every day. Now, if you're building a house, you're gonna need certain tools for the job. If you don't have the right tools for the job, no brainer. You're gonna have to rig something, or you won't be able to complete the job. You feel me? So, and also after you build that house, you don't need those tools no more. You feel me? So religion, spirituality, whatever it is, tarot cards, whatever. Once you learn it, how to do something, or you finish the product, or you finish building, you don't no longer need those tools. You can do it without those tools. Anything after that, you feel me? If once the teacher teaches you, you don't need that teacher no more for that same lesson. So if you out here repeating lessons over and over again,
you better learn at some point, man. You better figure that shit out.
dependency is what we suffer from. Dependency. We need that same girl that we've been with for 10 years to keep showing us the same lessons, and the reason that we even met her in the first place. This is where we come into discord, because once that lesson is learned, it's time to move to the next lesson. But instead, sometimes we get comfortable where we at, you feel me, and be like, okay, it's okay here, I'm liking this here, but the teacher is tired of teaching. She's already taught what she knows, you feel me? So she can't grow, you can't grow, and holding on to that is what causes all the discord, you feel me? Straight up. And I had to get that one out of there, man, because it just popped in. I feel so much better and so much lighter, you feel me? But yeah, I had to get that one out of there, you feel me? All right, next question.
All right. His new nickname is gonna be the Preacher.
He calls me the Preacher.
Man, he a preacher.
He calls me the preacher, but to me, a preacher is someone that teaches the Bible. Period. You feel me? You could say preacher for a lot of different things, but to me, preacher is someone that preaches religion through the Bible, from the Bible. You know, I don't see a preacher